Good morning, everybody. Andrew Steele here. Another beautiful day in Spearfish, South Dakota here at Elkhorn Ridge. And we have this King Air on the list to wash later today, but I've got great news for all of you. Even the people that are spending a ton of money on a brand new King Air, this is a 2018 King Air, they still have problems like the rest of us. They're not able to get this slide out completely, and they just traveled here. Fortunately, two of their slide outs will come out, but this is a very late model. It's a 2018 Newmar. One of the things that I thought was really cool about this coach is the push button basement doors. As you can see, these basement doors don't have a handle at all. It's almost like an iPhone button. And when I saw that, I was a little bit concerned about the reliability of these buttons. These folks said that they were driving and they were pulling back onto their property and they had just gone through the gate, and all of a sudden, all of the basement doors opened at once on both sides of the coach. They pulled the coach over and then they couldn't get them shut, so they had to actually duct tape the doors shut. And Newmar has came and picked up this coach twice now, which, yeah, that's very nice of Newmar to drive and pick up the coach. But imagine how much this coach is depreciated every time it's driven 1,000 miles. And it sounds like it's about 7 or 8 hours away. So I'm assuming at least 300 miles. And it's having 300 miles each way. So that's 600 miles every trip at least that it goes to the factory. And these folks have taken this coach to the factory several times to have other problems fixed. They just kept going over a laundry list of problems they've had with this coach. And I even offered the gentleman a discount on his detail services today if he was willing to just share just the audio of his story. I wish I was recording it because he was just listing off problems left and right, and I'm just trying to share with you guys the few problems that I've heard. But
yeah, they were having like a slide out issue on the main slide out on the left hand side of the coach. Hopefully they get that issue fixed. Oh yeah, this is a baller bus.
For real. Seen these folks out here trying to get these slide outs working for a while. I wish I had the time to help them, but we're gonna go clean another few coaches. We're gonna be back here this afternoon to wash this King Air, and I'll let you guys know how this slide out problem progresses throughout the day. So Big Tony, what happened this morning? How did you meet those people with the King Air? Like, what was going on?
I was going to the stroll to the outhouse, and I saw a nice King Air. You know, I've heard of King Air's been really nice buses, so I'm like, you know what? Let me say something to these guys. I'm like, I see you have bugs on there. We can get those off for you today. He said, you know what? I need you. I seen you guys parked just right down there. Next thing you know, I'm like, well, look, let me give my boss Andy a call. Gave Andy a call. Andy agreed. Now we have 4 coaches today.
These folks actually are super nice folks. Okay, so we're on our lunch break right now, and we just walked by this King Air that we're going to be washing a little bit later just to check on it. It looks like this slide out is still in. I know the folks were trying to get that figured out this morning, and I was going to try to give these folks a discount on their wash job so that I could take a tour of this Newmar King Air, because I've really wanted to see the inside of one of these new King Airs and do a video tour of it. But if this slide out's in, I'm not going to be able to give you guys a proper video tour. So these folks are actually missing out on a discount that I would have offered if that slide out was working. So here we are sitting in my 2008 Tiffin Phaeton on lunch break, and it's really nice that we got these big slide outs out. I don't even know if you can even see Big Tony. So I guess he's over there in the corner, but yeah, the camera lens isn't even wide enough to get this whole coach. If we were in that King Air right now, we wouldn't be having any trouble getting the whole coach in the lens. Getting ready to wash this King Air. As you can see, the slide out is still stuck in the in position. The customer is called Newmar. The customer is called the slide out company, and the slide out company told him that they can't talk to him because he's not a repairman. And it just makes no sense. We're just trying to get this problem solved. Hey, Big Tone, how do you feel about this King Air that we're doing right now with the slide out going in?
They got one slide out that can't come out, so guess what? That means I don't have to go under it.
Yeah, thank you, Newmar, on this one. You're making our job a little easier. Hey, the moral of today's story is, even if you buy $1 million RV, you still have problems like the rest of us. So even when we're faced with problems throughout the day, keeping a positive attitude is what's most important.
Man, you summed up everything.
If you guys want to see more RV related content, make sure to subscribe. So as I was just talking about that King Air, there's an older Newell behind me getting towed right now. This really proves that no matter who you are, you still have problems.